Nope. There it is. Welcome to the Not So Random Ass Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Vampiro Hardcastle, and my co-host,
Steelman Christopher Steele.
Welcome to the show.
We're going to do
pay-per-view preview night, day, whatever.
We're going to do two in this one.
Because they're doing Crown Jewel and
on Friday.
Evolution right back-to-back with each other, basically.
Most of the time it will be like a short episode here and then a short recap.
But this time it's going to be a long episode here.
Longer.
We'll do picks and whatnot as well. Do a longer show, and then after the pay-per-view tonight, we'll put up a review. So this will probably be up almost immediately.
Right. And then we'll have one later tonight, and then next weekend we'll have one.
Reviewing.
A short one.
Doing the review of Crown Jewel. Which, you know how we review. We don't actually talk about the matches super in-depth unless it was a really good one. We just tell you who won and move the fuck on, because no one really cares.
Right.
Major story developments, things like that.
Alright, so we start with
Evolution.
You want to start from the bottom? Work our way up?
Yeah. Clearly.
So it's Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natasha versus the Riot Squad. I'm just checking make sure everything's working. Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan.
Yes. I think the Riot Squad have this one.
Right. That's what I see. The historic Women's Battle Royal.
I'll rattle these names off as quickly as possible. In this Battle Royal, we have Tamina, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Ember Moon, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke, Asuka, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Lana, Naomi, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Alundra Blaze, Ivory, Kelly, Maria Kanellis, Molly Holly, and Zelina Vega.
This could be a bunch of different people.
Right?
Really.
We were talking about it before we started recording. We should have actually recorded what we were saying because he was like, Nia's going to win. I'm like, no, Nia's going to get Andre out of it. Like, everybody's just going to attack her.
Actually, that's not true because Andre won all the Battle Royals.
He didn't win all of them. That's a misnomer. He actually lost a lot of them. Because of that exact reason. They'd all be like, hey, he's going to win, and flip his ass up and out of the ring.
You're talking like Earthquake or Typhoon.
No, I'm talking like early 80s Battle Royals.
No, but anyways, Earthquake, Typhoon.
Yeah, they would just...
Big show.
All the big guys like, get him!
Everybody's teaming up on them.
Right, so clearly Nia Jax is going to be the victim of that. If they're going to stick with wrestling tropes. If not, anybody could win. At this point, honestly, I could see Asuka pulling it out against Nia at the end with the same way she got Bella out at the Royal Rumble with that neck... whatever the hell that was, like that neck grapevine over the top.
I'm actually thinking Ember Moon.
Yeah. We had it down to Asuka and Ember Moon, and I'm always going to pick Ember over Asuka. But okay, if let's go with this route. They split it down into three categories of free agent, Raw, and SmackDown. I say we pick a candidate from each of those who we think could win.
All right, it's Ember Moon.
Okay, agreed.
Asuka.
Agreed.
And probably Ivory.
Agreed. I already told you what my idea for it should be.
Right.
Ivory wins, and as a free agent goes, I want them both. I want to do a triple threat, dual title match, wins it, merges them, creates the pink brand, and brings all the women to the pink brand, and then holds a tournament for that title, stepping back to be the general manager of the Women's Revolution. Or what could be lovingly referred to as WCW, Women's Championship Wrestling. They own the name, fucking use it!
Alright, so we had a change in...
yes, the concussion that Alexa Bliss has suffered has made it to where she's not able to be at the pay-per-view. Well, she's probably going to be there, she just can't compete.
So it's Mickie James and Alicia Fox
versus Trish Stratus and Lita, and we both say
Trish and Lita.
Yeah, it's
Mae Young Classic
tournament
final is Toni Storm
versus Io Shirai. Shirai.
I don't know.
Io Shirai. Yeah.
however they want to pronounce it.
Io. It's literally 2 E's and then like O in the phonetical. So
all right.
Io Shirai.
It's Masudima Odate.
It's a Masami Odate.
No.
He's like, I ain't Japanese. See, they don't have a faculty mark. It's just knowing how they speak the language. That's the difference.
No. I'm an American. I pay my taxes. I pronounce words the way they're spelled.
Right.
Asuka.
And I'm a fucking English major who respects all language, and I fucking pronounce shit right. But okay, after that we got Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler. We didn't pick one.
We didn't pick, but
you're thinking.
I actually kind of thinking Tony.
You were going Toni Storm, and I was going Io Shirai.
I understand where you're coming from
because I've seen her booked and other like independent shows for the next few months. Kind of don't do that with NXT. They just don't really like that. And Io Shirai has been booked for NXT shows. So to me, I'm going, if they're going to do this intelligently, they give it to Io Shirai.
But
to build the winner of the Mae Young Classic. But I can also see your point of view. If she does have independent shows coming up, that can be added to Toni Storm's, and the winner of the 2018 Mae Young. It gets the WWE brand out even more. Like they need it.
All right. Now, Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. I'm going with Kairi.
I'm going with Shayna. And we both have the exact same reason for why we're going for said person.
I'm thinking Shayna Baszler gets called up.
Right.
And Kairi
goes, retains champion. And I'm thinking Kairi's getting the call up, and Shayna's going to win the championship and hold on to it for a couple of bits.
I think they need...
Just because there's 2 major reasons. They're both already experienced in ring. They've had a long independent career for both of them. But Kairi Sane is more over on a world scale than Shayna Baszler is. So the faster they bring her to the main roster, the faster they can get that Japanese audience to go, she's finally made it! And
I see the opposite way. Kairi is more over.
On a world scale.
On a world scale.
It's fact.
But that's why they leave her.
Why? NXT's already over across the world. They have NXT's all across the world because it's so over.
Right,
they don't need her there. Shayna needs to be there to get...
No, Shayna needs to come up and team up with Ronda.
No. Fuck no. That's the last thing that needs to happen. That is the last thing that needs to happen. That should happen in the long run, yes, but there's going to have to be a long build of Becky and Charlotte and Bayley and Sasha all ended up on the same program with the same shit, because the only way it's going to work is if you do 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen. Because Shayna Baszler's not going to play second fiddle to fucking Ronda Rousey. I know that. Shayna Baszler's been in the fucking game for too long to go, oh yeah, this fucking overhyped rookie that, she can beat my ass in a cage, but in a wrestling ring I've got chops that own her. There's no way she's playing second fiddle to that.
Right.
So I don't see them 2 teaming up at all. I see those 2 feuding, because Shayna's actually one of the ones that helped Ronda train. Showed her the ropes to begin with, to be like, this is what wrestling actually is. Would you like to get involved?
Plus, I could see Nikki winning.
Now, see, yeah.
and then it'd be Nikki and Brie.
Okay, if Shayna gets called up, Nikki wins the championship. That's how I see that, because then Ronda's going to go for a rematch. They fuck her out of the rematch, get a DQ. Nikki keeps the belt.
Or then, Twin Magic. Or
whatever. And Ronda loses her rematch, can't fucking get another shot because the Bellas aren't going to fucking allow that to happen. So Ronda's like, well, I have a friend.
Right.
But I don't see the Bellas wanting to take on a couple of MMA chicks. I just don't see that happening. Because there's no way they can make it look convincing to win in a successful manner that's not cheating. Which I can see that's why the Bellas went heel. Right. So they're going to have to cheat if they're going to beat Ronda Rousey the way they have her booked. That she's the female Brock fucking Lesnar.
Right.
In more ways than one. She's overhyped in UFC and way overhyped in WWE. Just like Brock Lesnar's overhyped in UFC and way overhyped in WWE.
So Becky Lynch versus Charlotte.
Becky. I'm sticking with Becky. I think she's going to use some shenanigans and
is the last woman standing match.
I think she'll get Charlotte in a tree of woe. I'm honestly going to try and call the ending to this. I think she's going to get Charlotte in a tree of woe and then handcuff her to the bottom rope or the bottom turn post to where she's not standing, and Becky's just like, "Count! She is not standing!" And the fucking ref's like, "Well, you got a point. 1, 2, like."
And she can't get out.
She can't get. Yeah, she's stuck in the tree of woe and she's handcuffed to the bottom, so she's basically locked to that position. She cannot get out. I can see Becky, and they're trying to make her as heelish as possible, even though they've made a massive fuck up in the Chiron or the photo for the match. Have you seen that?
No.
The preview photo they have for the match has Becky with a big innocent smile on her face and Charlotte with her like "fuck you world" look, and it's like, okay, we know that they want Becky to be the heel and Charlotte to be the face. Why didn't they take more recent pictures to implement that fact? Because people that are just watching like, oh, I'm rooting for Becky. Look at it. Becky's still Becky, and she's the champion. And she's going to come out and be a bitch, and people that haven't watched wrestling in a while will be like, I don't get it. The fuck up, and why should I hate Becky? It's Becky. Charlotte's the cunt.
Right.
She even added Flair back to her name to fucking ride on her daddy's coattails. Which was the WWE's decision, not hers. She wanted to just stay just Charlotte, and they're like, nope. You're going to be a good guy. Have to add Flair. It's like, really? Really?
They added the Flair to her name while she was still heel.
Oh, yeah. But they knew they were going to be turning her face. That's why they did it.
And then Ronda versus Nikki.
That one's up in the air for me. I personally, I'm thinking they're just going to have Ronda fucking trounce ass on that one as well.
Probably, but they could pull between Magic and...
Right. Which would be cool. But if that happened, would Nikki Bella be the champion or Brie?
It's Nikki, remember?
Yeah, they've already done this before.
They've done it before. It's always Nikki.
It is always Nikki. See, but that's why I can think Ronda might beat Nikki, because then Brie steps up and gets her shot.
The thing is, they said at one point, Twin Magic don't work as much anymore because of the implants.
Right? Yeah. Right.
And I don't even see that now because after having the kid,
Brie's tits are huge. Oh yeah, dude. When they came out and started talking, not this week but last week, I was like, which one's which? Because they did their hair identically, their makeup identically, and like typically Brie goes a slightly straighter hair, darker around the eyes. They both went super dark around the eyes, and both of them had that little wave in the hair, and I'm like, oh crap! I see.
The only way you can tell is they don't wear the same shirt,
right? Or one will wear a hat, and when they both have no hat and they're identical clothing, it's just like I would hate to be Daniel Bryan or John Cena when they decide to do that kind of shit, because it would just be like, I want to kiss my wife, but I don't want her to kiss her sister. Well, I kind of do. They look identical, but they're both right here. How do I pick? Like, it's the have a loaded gun and two identical, like a person and their clone thing. It's like, which one do I shoot?
Shoot the bad one.
They're both bad. They're Bellas.
All right, so that will be
the evolution. WWE Evolution.
And then we got only 5
rounds.
It's counted as 5, but there's actually more.
Yeah, let me try to work the math on this. Wait.
7, 8, 9.
Hold up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold up.
There's 7 matches in that. So
okay, so
11 matches.
Okay. Little back.
Actually,
I want to, before we get to the matches, I want to get to the controversy over this. They were debating on whether or not to do this one in Saudi Arabia. They made the decision last week. Apparently, they decided to go with it. But oh man, this is just like, because of the shit that they're pulling with the war of attrition with Yemen and suppressing women's rights. America's going, why are you doing this? Why did you make this deal with the fucking bass-ackwards fucking country like Saudi Arabia? And I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to get their brand seen in Saudi Arabia, so then the people will buy the network in Saudi Arabia and start learning to get westernized. You know, I see Vince's plan. It's just really shitty implementation. That's the best way to put it. The controversy comes from a bunch of the wrestlers basically saying they don't want to do it. And Vince is going, yeah, well, we already booked this. We've made a 10-year deal. We kind of have to do this.
And you can kind of tell, look at the list of people. There's not.
Yeah, there's no women. Right. I see 3 black guys.
Not just that. It's pretty low.
Oh, yeah.
Booking.
Oh, yeah. It's all people that stand to make a shitload of money on merch. It really is. Like, let's look at the competitors all the way across. I'm not naming any matches, but we got like Rey Mysterio, The Miz, Dolph Ziggler, Seth Rollins, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, John Cena, Kurt Angle, The Bar, New Day, DX, Brothers of Destruction, AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman. All major merch sellers. So basically, the WWE. I hate to do this to you guys just before Wednesday. This might feel like we might be huge in Saudi Arabia and never know it. I don't know, but it's a cash grab. That's all this is. They sent their big merch guys over.
Yeah.
I mean, why in the fuck else would Undertaker only show up to do Saudi Arabian shows if it wasn't for a cash grab? Same with Shawn.
Right. Shawn's all about the cash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He came out of retirement once before just because he was broke. Like, I need money.
When was that?
You might not have been watching at the time. The reunion of DX.
Oh, yeah, where he's constantly pimping merch because he needs the cash.
Right.
That's right. That is right.
When right
around
he didn't really
come out of retirement. He never really retired in the first place on that.
When Triple H's first kid was born.
Right. God, that kid looks so familiar.
All right, so we got first match on here, The Bar versus the New Day.
And on Wikipedia, they have The Bar without Big Show, but we know the Big Show's going to fucking be there because he's another big merch seller.
So, is it going to be Sheamus and Cesaro? Or can it be Cesaro and Big Show? Or Sheamus and Big Show?
I'm thinking The Bar is Cesaro and Sheamus, and Big Show is just kind of their muscle. He's going to be Diesel for a while.
All right.
But I think the New Day's going over because, as we said before, they're going to
ping-pong it back and forth. Raise their numbers.
Yep.
The World Cup.
Okay. Now, with the World Cup, should we name the competitors and who we think's going to win? Or, I mean, because we don't even have the bracket. Like, right. I cannot find a bracket to save my fucking life.
You can't. They won't probably announce it until that day
Raw.
of.
No, probably Raw.
Maybe. But I don't see it until the day of. So, might as well just name the competitors.
Right. Kurt Angle. Oh, God damn it.
I just fucked you up.
No, I got it. Dolph Ziggler, Jeff Hardy, John Cena, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Seth Rollins, and The Miz. Because I already said Kurt Angle.
Alright, so it's 4-4.
Now, see, I would split this as brands represented because so far it's been Raw versus Raw and SmackDown versus SmackDown. So I'm thinking at this point it's going to be Raw and SmackDown and pare the brackets down until it's at the end Raw versus SmackDown.
Right. I see that too because...
And if they do it like that, I can definitely see them setting it up pretty much like this. Switch them to the heels on those. But like Dolph Ziggler versus John Cena, I can see Cena going over Dolph. Angle versus Rollins, I can see Angle going over Seth.
Jeff versus The Miz.
Jeff versus Miz, I can see Miz going over Jeff. Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton, I can see Rey Mysterio going over Randy. Which would leave it with Kurt and Cena, which people want to see that match again. People really did want to see like see him do it one more time, and that would be Miz and Rey Mysterio.
then Ray wins.
Ray beats Miz. Kurt beats Cena. And that's where we differ. You're like, give it to Cena. I'm like, Cena's rarely there. I say give it to Kurt and let him come back.
I get that as well. If it's Kurt versus Ray, I think Ray wins.
If it's Kurt versus Ray, I would think Kurt wins. Because I see this as Kurt's way back into singles competition on a regular basis. Because they'd be like, you're not a singles competitor. I'm the fucking WWE World Cup champion. Like, I hold the World Cup.
Even being a finalist is enough.
Yes, but it's Kurt friggin' Angle. Do you think he's going to let himself get booked to be in another Olympic type situation where he's at the fucking peak and not get the gold? Are you crazy? Now, if he does it as the Conquistador, I can see Mysterio winning. I would actually get a kick out of it if it was Conquistador versus Conquistador in a mask versus mask match, and Ray wins. Right. We already know who's under the other one. There's no stakes. But I can see that, like, there's not enough good comedy in wrestling anymore.
And we've already seen Rey Mysterio's face.
Right. We know who's under each of them. There literally are no stakes in that, but I can see WWE going, oh, this would be the first ever time Kurt Angle's been in a mask versus mask match. Yeah, but not hair versus hair, and those count as the same in that category of types of match. Mask and hair are pretty much the same. Fun fact, Jushin Liger fought MMA as well. With a fucking mask on!
Alright, so we'll go to the next match.
DX versus the Brothers of Destruction, you say?
You're
stuck with you're in the predicament I'm in. I want DX to win. Just because I love DX.
Alright.
But I think the Brothers of Destruction are going to win as a way to parlay it into another fucking match. I'm thinking like Kane will pin Triple H, and Undertaker and Shawn will have solved nothing. And Taker will be like, you know what? That didn't really get much solved, so I want you one-on-one. You said the only way you'll come back is if I want you to come back, and I want you to come back.
So it could go either way.
It really could. That's just a match of people. That's an Attitude Era match because fucking... Because Saudi Arabia is 20 fucking years behind, and it's a fucking match that we've wanted to see since the Attitude Era, and they're like, we still like the Attitude Era. You know, except for the scantily clad women, which is what made the Attitude Era.
All right, so AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan.
Oh,
I wanted Daniel Bryan to win, but I
want Bryan to win. I would put my pick on Bryan if I didn't fucking know better.
Right.
Because they're trying to erase Brock Lesnar and CM Punk as the largest, longest reigning champions as AJ Styles.
Right.
I honestly think they're going to try to erase Bruno Sammartino with AJ Styles. I can see him holding it for well over 3,000 days. I can see him being a fucking 8-year champion. He's got the fuel in the tank to fucking go for another 10, clearly. I can see him keeping the fucking belt the entire time. I really can.
I could too, but it happening?
I can see it happen. I can see, and the thing is, I can see people be like, "Oh, did it get stale? It's him as the champion the entire time." Not really. What happens when they do another superstar shakeup and the championship swap? You fucking put AJ on a different show with a whole bunch of new competition, still reigning WWE champion. Could do that 2 or 3 times and people wouldn't care because AJ is fucking over. AJ is way more over than Bruno Sammartino ever wished he could be. Dude, like Bruno was huge in America. AJ is huge all across the fucking worldwide. No, he is the only fucking candidate in the last 20 and the next 10 that I can see fucking being the one to erase everyone as the best.
All right, so we go to
Brock versus Braun for the vacant Universal Championship, and I'm thinking they're going to throw a third guy in there. I'm thinking there's a third person. Because if they do this match and Braun beats Brock is done. The Beast will be fucking gone. And if they put it back on Brock, Raw is done for. No one will fucking give a shit.
Right. It's going to be Braun.
Is it though?
Nobody wants to see Brock Lesnar.
Vince does. Vince wants to see Brock fucking take that to UFC and go win a match.
Fuck that.
I agree, fuck that. I want to see Braun win it, and then they do a superstar shakeup. He ends up on SmackDown. Fucking AJ comes to Raw with a brand new blue Universal Championship on SmackDown. Make it bright and blue for the fucking SmackDown brand. Make that the one that changes colors when it jumps shows. And have Braun team up with the fucking Bludgeon Brothers and fucking run roughshod over fucking SmackDown for fucking 6 months.
Year.
I say 6 months. Have Finn end up on SmackDown as well, so you can get fucking Finn and the Good Brothers to be the antithesis to Braun and the Bludgeon Brothers. Yeah, Balor Club versus Bludgeon Brothers.
I still say it's gonna be Braun.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fucking fingers crossed it's gonna be Braun. It's my choice. I don't want Brock to have that fucking belt back. Braun will at least be there every goddamn week.
Right. That's one of the biggest reasons.
And he'll probably do an open challenge for it too, because if they're gonna make Braun is a face. He switched as soon as fucking that Claymore kick landed. As soon as fucking Braun got kicked by Drew, is like, all right, everything that we just saw didn't happen.
Plus, with Roman Reigns announcing that
he has leukemia.
And
best of luck, Roman.
Won't be around for a while.
2 to 3 years, speculatively. Dude, he'll be back in a year. He'll fucking Cena it, dude. He'll be back at Royal fucking Rumble.
But
I'm not saying this next Royal Rumble, but that's when he's going to make his dream debut. They're going to Cena the shit out of that. He'll probably even do the
2020.
Yep. The 2020 Rumble would probably be the best spot for him to come back at. Yeah, that'd be great. Motherfucker.
It makes sense with Strowman being face now.
Be face, give him the belt, have him open challenge.
Because
know what I would do if I was writing right now for Monday Night Raw? At this exact position, I would go, okay, here's what we do. Give Braun the championship. Have Braun then go to Seth and Dean and stitch that relationship back together. And not make so much a Shield 2.0, but make a running pack of fucking dudes that the fans love that are going to be the heroes. They're not necessarily all together as a team, but they're not necessarily. They're definitely not feuding.
Like, I don't think that's going to happen.
Because Braun Strowman has the capability to be the next Hulk Hogan. He really does. Because he can be that effervescent good guy that just shows up when somebody needs help. That would just clear the entire fucking ring because it's Braun fucking Strowman. He's a good old country boy. Like, if they played him to what he actually is, he's a fucking good old American that wants nothing but fucking peace and love. Like, interviews with him, it's like, how can he be so monstrous in the ring, and yet when you see him outside the ring, he's like, wearing pink, throwing his hair up like I'm wearing mine about right now, fucking eating Cheetos, and fucking just being a kid. And it's like, you're not scary, dude. But as soon as that fucking music hits, it's like, yeah, no, I'm not fucking with that guy. I'm not messing with him.
All right, so that's
Crown Jewel. We've made our picks.
So, do we want to do picks?
Yeah. Dream match picks, if you want.
What do you want to do?
Kurt fucking Angle.
Kurt Angle. I'll start with AJ Styles.
Already happened. He's like, yeah, but not in WWE. Right. So it didn't happen.
Right.
Actually, it also happened in Japan too. I want to see him with a WrestleMania rematch against Brock Lesnar. That's another main reason I'm thinking that the World Cup will go to Angle. If Angle wins the World Cup, Brock's walking away with the Universal Championship. Because they've already established that Kurt doesn't like Brock as champion. If they bring Kurt back as a singles competitor, they can have him out there every week calling out Brock, calling him the worst champion ever. And then build up to another WrestleMania match where it goes the opposite direction. Kurt wins the Universal Championship, kicks fucking Brock to the curb, boom, go fight in UFC. We don't want you around here anymore. Blah. No, just fantasy book. But yeah, I would like to see him and Brock go at it again.
I do. Time Machine, Randy Macho Man Savage.
Yep, I knew you were going there. I knew you were.
You gotta go with Savage.
See, you know who I would want to see Kurt Angle take on? Harley Race. Dude, Harley Race and Haku were the two baddest motherfuckers outside of the ring. You want to know how bad Harley Race was? He was at a bar. A group of Hell's Angels decided to say that wrestling was fake. He not only beat one Hell's Angels ass, he beat all their asses, proceeded to go out to the parking lot and tip their fucking motorcycles over. That is like fucking beating their ass and pissing in their mouth, dude.
And Haku was
just as badass. He would fight. He would take. If you mess with Haku outside of the ring and you were not a wrestler, a piece of you is coming with him. Period. Whether it be a nose, a fucking eye, an ear, a finger, a fucking chunk of hair. I guarantee he's got a trophy case somewhere like the Predator. Just fucking, here's this guy's nose, here's this guy's ear.
All right, so that's your second pick?
Yep.
Harley Race?
Harley Race.
All right, for my final pick.
This is my time machine pick. They're all time machine picks.
All right. How about go with Steamboat?
Nice.
I could see a great match between those two.
Yeah, fucking. I can see an amazing match between those two because they're both technical wizards.
Right.
Kurt would definitely love working with Ricky Steamboat just on the fact that he's so damn professional in the ring. You know, he knew he wasn't going to get hurt, so anything he suggested was going to be safe, was going to be entertaining. That's why Macho Man loved working with Steamboat. That's why I think honestly Macho Man was the one that had Steamboat blackballed with the Intercontinental Championship because he really wanted to do a running Intercontinental feud with Steamboat after that. And then he's like, no, I'm going home for 6 months. Dude, we just handed you a fucking championship. What the hell's the matter with you?
Right. And your final pick?
Oh, God. This is so tough. Daniel Puder. I want to see not a wrestling match. I want to see a legitimate wrestling, high school, old school ass, Olympic style wrestling match between Daniel Puder and Kurt Angle. Because that one on SmackDown, I want to see what would really happen. I want to see what would really happen if fucking dude wasn't right there to save Kurt's fucking ass, dude. He counted that 3. There was no 3. Puder was going to snap his fucking arm if Kurt didn't tap. I want to see what would fucking really have happened there, honestly.
All right, so that'll be our wrap to our show.
You missed your last one.
No, I went first.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Okay, yep. Honorable mention, though. Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect.
Right.
Another one that would be...
another one, honorable mention. Strowman.
Yes! Again,
can happen.
I was going to say, that dream match we might actually be able to see, and I think Kurt would be down for that, because Braun's another safe competitor. That's something I really can't put over enough when it comes to watching wrestling. I'm more of a fan of people who take care of their opponents. As someone who wanted to do this shit for a fucking career, that's something I respect more than their actual character or their moveset. Taking care of their opponent. Fucking Bret Hart, Braun Strowman, Ricky Steamboat, Rick Rude, Ric Flair. They were ones that took care of their opponents. Sting. They would never intentionally take liberties with someone. You know? They would sure as hell deliver receipts. Steve Austin's another one. Would never intentionally hurt someone.
Right. Bret Hart might have been safe, but
he would get...
Dino Bravo...
No. Bret even said that was on him. That was his own fault. He had done it 1,000 times, but the distance was a little too great, so he put a little too much effort into it, and fucking Joe drove his sternum straight into that fucking guardrail and fucked his world up. Broke his fucking sternum.
Yeah, but he couldn't catch his breath.
Yeah, Dino would not let him.
And Dino wouldn't let him.
Which, dude, in old school, like that's something that's missing nowadays. And when someone gets hurt nowadays, you can tell too fast because everyone's just like, or if they miss a move, oh my god, this still irritates the shit out of me, dude. Jeff Hardy and fucking Jinder Mahal, last time they were in Saudi Arabia. Jeff Hardy missed by a fucking mile with that whisper in the wind. Jeff Hardy's literally laying on the ground and fucking Jinder goes, oh! It's like, whoa. Who the fuck trained you, Jinder? It sure as hell wasn't Sergeant Slaughter, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, any of the old school guys, because they would go, someone misses a move, what you do is you turn, you look, and you stomp the fucking shit out of them. And you make it look like you intentionally moved to fucking make them look like shit. and you stomp on them, and you grab a hold of them, and you fucking call that shit in the ring. Don't make it look fake, dumbass.
Right.
That shit irritates the hell out of me. Someone accidentally misses a move, and the other person sells. There's like I hit. Oh, I'm fucking punching you. Yeah, that is not what we want to see. What we want to see is me go like this and him go, jackass, and fucking hit me with a fucking punch to the face. Fucking cane chop. Ooh, that was a good fucking sound there. That was arena worthy. I
don't know who was fighting, but it was Triple H was receiving.
Jericho, and that damn forearm, he missed him by a fucking mile.
There's a punch.
Yeah.
He's like way fucking back here, punches, and Triple H is like, what the hell happened? The sheer wind fucking knocked you over? What?
Was that Edge? I think it was Edge. Because I know it was definitely in the long hair era of WWE. Like there was just hair flying, so it had to have been Jericho or Edge. I'm thinking it was Jericho, and I'm thinking it was during the Undisputed Champion run of Jericho's in like 2001, 2002. Because it was just before Triple H fucking tore his fucking blew his knee out on Raw. I'm actually thinking it might have been that fucking match where he blew his knee out on Raw and fucking
it was because a singles match.
So that was a singles match that halfway through got turned into a tag team match.
No, it's just completely a singles match.
It probably was during their feud though for
that was
the undisputed title.
And that was match. The first quad. We'll talk about it later.
No, you might as well keep talking about it. I gotta find the bell again.
The first time he blew a quad was tag team match.
Yes.
It was scheduled as a tag team match for the tag team titles.
Right. Was it the first quad tear? I thought the first quad tear was in like 98, 97. I thought he did it at SummerSlam.
No, he did it right after.
He did it before SummerSlam because that was his. No, he did it after.
Right after WrestleMania.
No, the Purple Tights SummerSlam when he won the Intercontinental title in that ladder match, he either was coming back from a blown quad or fucking went out and lost the title because of a blown quad. I know there was a fucking blown quad in the fucking 90s with Triple H in around that SummerSlam match. I distinctly remember him being gone around that time. I'm thinking it was after. I think he blew. He fucked his knee up because that's when he came back with that giant fucking knee brace.
He fucked his knee up, not the quad.
They had to do fucking muscular surgery. I remember the fucking because they showed it on Raw. Like they showed the fucking surgery on Raw because it was very legitimate.
You're mixing up.
No, I'm not. I remember that fucking shit, dude.
I think you're combining a couple of things.
I know it was in '98 that they showed the surgery. I know it was in '98 that he had the Intercontinental match against The Rock. So it was either before the match or after the match that fucking went down. I'm thinking it was before. But I know that leg has given him trouble for fucking years.
But the actual quad that snapped.
The quad tear, yes, was versus Jericho.
And that was right after WrestleMania.
Yes. Because he was gone for a long fucking time.
Until Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And he was supposed to be gone longer.
Right. Him and Cena.
Alright. So.
Got to go this time. Like, share, subscribe. Comment. Tell your friends.
Tell your enemies.
Tell your frenemies.
Until next time, keep it not so random and
ring the bell.
Peace.